Good morning and a warm welcome again, especially for all fans in front of the TV. Welcome to the Predator World Women's 10-Ball Championship here from Austria, Carinthia, at the Sport Park Klagenfurt. Good to have you here. It's the final day of the women's final. We will start with the first semi-final match of today between Kelly Fisher and Chieh-Yu, and we will introduce our athletes now. So the question at the crowd here. Liebe Leute im Sportpark, seid ihr bereit? Are you ready? Nearly everything you can win. Aus Großbritannien representing Great Britain. Give a big hand of applause for Kelly Fisher! And welcome the other strong woman representing Chinese Taipei. Welcome, Chieh-Yu.
Well, folks, this is day 5, semi-final match between Kelly Fisher and Chieh-Yu Chou, brought to you by Predator Q, Ocean Billiard Academy, Q Sports International, Kamui, Alpha Coin, Rums of Puerto Rico, Fargo Rate, and Jam Up Apparel. 64 women began their journey for this world title, and 30,000 euros. We are down to the final 4. These two will race to 9, playing 10 ball, WPA rules, alternate break. And this is George Chieh-Yu, joined by Ralph Eckert, bringing you the live action here in Klagenfurt.
Hello, George. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. And there's a good view of how these ladies got here from the quarterfinals to the semifinals and on to the finals.
Well, it's not a complete story. They started with a few players more, right?
Yes, they started with 64, and we'll go over the ones that they've played pretty soon as these guys play. Kelly Fisher won the lag.
And here's the first break from the legendary Hall of Famer, Kelly Fisher. Made the 1 ball on the break. That's the first good thing. And that's a good cue ball down the head rail, and the 2 ball looks like the 2 ball is not cooperating for position here.
But it's cooperating for a good safety.
Well, we will see. Okay, yeah, I guess we can create a safety here by sending it to the rail, keeping the cue ball behind the 5.
And Kelly Fisher just thrives on shots like this. She just likes to lock you up to where you cannot use that jump cue.
Well, this would be a pretty short distance for a jump cue.
This is a hard ball to hit. She'll have to come to the rail where she's aiming now.
Well, I guess she even need to elevate a little bit to create a little curve and maximum right side spin. Yeah, she does that. Is it enough to get there?
It is. So look how nicely this turned out. It went between the 7-8 over to the 6 ball. Behind the 6, it catches the rail.
Well, that turned out pretty good for Chieh-Yu Chou.
Chieh-Yu Chou is a 35-year-old from Taipei. She has finished very high since 2006 to 2022 in the China Open and the Japan's Opens. She has 3rd and 4th and 2nd place finishes, but has yet to win a title. So she's hungry here.
Okay, maybe she is still hungry to win the title, but pretty used to not winning it.
Well, yes, but let's take a look at who she's played. She won her first match 7-0 versus Jolien Sherman, then defeated Lina Primus 7-2. But she lost to Angeline Tikalo 7-4, but then went on to defeat Zaleska from Poland, Alison Fisher 9-6, Kristina Zalteva 9-1. So she came back with a vengeance.
All right, that's good. So here's a shot opportunity, but very difficult whole table lengths for Kelly Fisher. She is a little bit under pain. She got the little bone here on.
Does she have a little fracture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She slammed her hand. Another safety up against the ball.
Wow, I like that. That's needs certainly a good touch here to get this speed right.
Not only a good touch, it sends a message to Chou that when I don't have a shot, you're not going to have one either.
10
seconds. Attention, please.
Or if I don't like my shot, you're not going to have one.
Well, let's see. It's hard to curve or do anything here because 5 and 9 are surrounding this cue ball. So, and only the clean shot is a little bit blocked, the income-outcome angle by the 4 ball. So it's hard to create some spin here to even that natural angle out. So he's still
Nice shot. Very nice and creative shot. 3-rail kick shot over a ball, under a strain, and hits the 2 ball to almost a safe position. She has distance.
Well, very good executed. Basically the whole, now we are down to the semi-finals, right? And we have in each semi-final we got a player from Taiwan. So this is Taiwan against Europe here. How about that?
As I understand it, it was 8 out of the final 16 players are Asian.
Is that right? Asian, but there was one South Korean in it as well, right?
10 seconds.
And China is still enjoying a little lockdown still, right?
Yes, they're still on lockdown, so they're not coming out yet.
Well, they like their privacy, maybe.
Well, they've held this event 5 years prior in 2009, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And there was a Filipino, Rubilin Amit, who was here. Jasmine Ocean won in 2010. And Kelly Fisher won in 2011. Rubilin Amit won in 2013. So, Jasmine, who will be playing at noon versus Wei Chu Chin, and the local hometown hero, I'm sure will draw a crowd at 12 o'clock.
Exactly.
Second semifinal.
Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned because we're going to produce a new world champion here.
That's right.
Today. So we're going to make history today. How about that? Okay, let's have a look at this delicate kick shot. It's a wide open field. Pretty hard to be precise here.
It's a hard ball to hit, too. And she hit it well. Very well. Nice hit. And favorable result. No open reel shot.
Well, I guess she can still shoot it in the corner.
Is it still? Oh, yes.
But the cue ball on those thin cut shots goes usually into nowhere land. I mean, they know it better than us.
They see the angle. She'll see if she can avoid the 4 or go into it.
Oh, she's not going for it.
Yeah.
She's going for another safety.
Yeah, I think if she goes for that shot, oh, look at the safety here. If she can cue the ball well, being over the ball, this cue ball behind the 5-9 lays very well.
You think this is the favorite parking position for Kelly now?
It's a tough shot. She's over a ball. This is hard. Let's see how she plays this. It all depends how she wants to play it. You see the cueing.
Looks good. Looks good.
Oh,
looks
look at the
perfect.
speed. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they have a really nice battle going on right in the beginning of the first game.
Exactly, the very first game. If this is an indication of what this match is like, the second semifinal is going to come on at 1 o'clock.
Let's say 2
It's going to
o'clock.
take a while because they've already had about 4 innings apiece.
Oh, she miscued here. Foul. Ball in hand for Kelly Fisher. So that's now she won the safety battle, and now it's about can she keep control until the end of this game. And when we have a look at this 5-9, of course, then we know there's still some work to do. So 3, 4, and then what to do with this 5-ball here.
Mm-hmm.
Continue another or starting another safety battle, or trying to get an angle on the 4 to open them, and she has to hurry. She has to come up pretty fast, right?
As you can see, she's hurrying around because there's a 30-second shot clock. And they have one extension, a 30-second extension, but only one per game per player. They have 60 seconds after the break to decide what they're going to do. And at that moment, they should just plan their rack out. And did she play short rail shape? She just played to play safe again.
Okay, let's start another safety battle here.
another
But she's
safety
checking.
battle.
She's checking. Maybe is there a shot?
It might go
somewhere?
to the side. No, it might go to the side pocket.
She just
she's
wants to
gonna-
make sure
yep, that's it.
if I
She's
want to
playing
play
safe.
the safety
Yeah.
behind the 9, where exactly is the 5-ball going?
And she did. She did a good job with it. Hard ball to hit. This is a hard angle to read off that rail. So the only way she can get to it is that one rail kick, and it's not a real easy angle to read. You see that brown ferrule she's using. Oh, look at what a nice shot, beautiful shot.
Unbelievable.
But did she call it?
kicks
I guess
it
she
in.
called it. She kicked it
kicks
right in. In regards to that brown ferrule on her cue stick, that's a micarta ferrule.
What is it?
Micarta.
Okay.
There was a cue maker that used to use that way back in the 80s.
So she's playing with. I know that, for example, Southwest is pretty popular in Taiwan, isn't it?
Yes.
Is this?
Yes. It's gonna not quite. I thought it was for a second. I thought it was gonna slide behind the 7. Like just go by it. So another open shot. Kelly had ball in hand, and then played to a safety. Now she has an open table. 4 balls for the first game. They're fighting hard for the first game.
Well.
What a battle just in the first game.
Yeah. And the little fracture Kelly has to deal with. She's icing it in between the games, right? Putting a lot of ice on it, and it's on her backhand. So
Yep.
and the little finger. There it's kind of swollen, but so she's got quite some pain there, but she's still, as you see, still fighting hard. She's from a fighting family. The father and the brother, they were like wrestlers and boxers.
Oh my.
Oh yes, so she's going to fight hard.
Well, you can tell
Always.
she's a fighter. She has won just about every tournament that she has played in the past year and a half, 2 years. She's
Not
really
only
on her
that,
age.
but all the history. I mean,
Yes,
she's
and all the history, every
she-
sport.
She's in the Hall of Fame. I was there when she got introduced last year at the International Open.
And she makes nice work of those last few balls.
Nice.
And for game number 1,
1-0 is the lead here in our race to 9 in favor of Kelly Fisher over Chieh-Yu from Taiwan. So here we are. Here in the back on the left, you see Mark White. You hear him also
Yes,
a lot
yes.
of times, right?
one of our commentators. The equipment you're seeing is the Predator Apex 9-foot tables covered in Arcadia Reserve cloth with the Arcos balls. You see John Lehman, the referee, racking with the Aero rack. They're also using the bridges, and you'll see the reflection of the Predator arena lights. A good sight of, as her interpreter said, Rita Chou. Chou, excuse me.
Okay.
That's her English nickname.
Here we see the reflection
There's
and the
the
balls.
reflections of the balls, nice and clean. The arena lights above them.
and
Miss
such a
Chou
nice table.
to break. She was a runner-up in the 2022 World Games, Women World's Games.
Oh. Chieh-Yu choosing more kind of a center break,
Center break.
which is more offensive. And any success here?
Well,
No.
no success in making the ball, and all the balls have an opening for a hole. So a successful one-ball pot here, and it could be game number 2, but it's it's very early, and it's a tough shot.
Well, cue ball, she can use the 4 ball to speed down the cue ball a little bit when she's attempting that one, but it's not a two-way shot. I mean, if she's missing that, then you don't know what you're gonna leave your opponent.
Well, she's played safe, but I think she likes this shot. I think she goes for it. If she makes it, she would have been positioned on the 2, and instead she is left position for her opponent. Miss Chou with a nice line here. She might choose. Will she go by that 2 ball if she just rolls it in and then plays the 2 down in the bottom corner, or can she hold it for the upper corner, you think?
I guess she goes. Hard to tell from here.
Yeah, she's gonna bump it and develop a shot. And now she's in line, and look how nice this rack lays out.
No, she just has to keep. It's a game of the angles, right? She has to find the right angle. Just a little, not even much of a follow. Just natural roll into the 2. Got enough angle on the 3 now to go back down the other side of the table, or near the center at least. Not so good that she's so close to the rail. I don't know if this was necessary, because from there it's hard to add any side spin to it.
Well, if she ends up good on this 4 ball, the 5 ball lays very, it's got good place to go. I mean, you just made it sound like a road map.
Well, it is a road map. Let's see if she can.
Let's see how well she drives.
Keep the way.
And right behind her in that view was her interpreter.
Okay. So this is maybe a draw or follow. What is she doing? Okay, follow there.
It better go up.
Does she get enough angle to go from there to the 6?
She ended up on the wrong side.
And close to the rail.
And close to the rail. That's one of the reasons that a lot of players will play position to the corner pockets instead of to the sides, because, like in that instance, being on the wrong side makes it very difficult to come down for the 6.
Then you have to go.
So she's going to take the longer shot.
All the way around, or have to take a longer shot. But in this case, this longer shot is at least in one way comfortable, as the 6 ball is not too far away from the side pocket. And she got now plenty of room for the cue ball to get position on the 7. So shouldn't be a big affair for her.
Well, she's driving the road here.
Oh, a pretty thin cut she created here. Chieh-Yu from Taipei, Taiwan. But
nice speed, nice angle. Well, she has no angle. She has to come back. Oh, no, she has a little bit of an angle to follow if she chooses. You prefer to follow this or draw it?
Hard to tell.
Well, she just told us
you have to
she
stand in
prefers to
front
draw
of the
it.
pocket, right?
Yes, yes. Little angles like that give her a choice, because she can cheat the pocket, play the ball to one side or the other side of the pocket, and create the angle that she needs to play position.
That's right. That's the option snooker players normally don't have.
No, snooker players don't have that option. Pool players do. Very good point there, Ralph.
Which requires, I mean, you have to get more accurate technique in snooker, but way more technique you need to play pool. A lot of people don't know that, really.
Yeah, we are tied at 1. Race to 9. And I think this is going to be a battle, just like we're seeing the whole match through, unless they can start breaking the balls. Since they're breaking wide open, start breaking the balls and maybe a couple of runouts, breaking runs. If they keep breaking like that, I think we'll see one soon. Now, the lady next to Kelly, I'm not sure. She's sitting with Mark White. And there's Dwayne Payne, our other referee that was on the other stream when we were filming this tournament. He's sitting down right there at the top of your screen. John Lehman from New York in the USA. racking the balls, and there's a good shot of the arrow rack. And a good arena there with the World 10-Ball Women's Championship. And one of these ladies will be in the final match. Breaking from the side. Playing the one in the corner, in the side. Almost went in the corner.
Something
And
went in the middle pocket. Here the 8-ball.
8-ball.
No, the
No,
3-ball.
the 3-ball.
Drop.
Yeah, the 8-ball was going and it kissed the 3-ball in.
And now she can have a try on the one into the 6-ball. The 6-ball is near the edge of the pocket, so it's a little bit tricky to keep control over the 1-ball after you pot the 6.
Another one of our sponsors there on the left is Billiard Beckman. Kelly zeroing in on this 1-6 combo. Oh, she played into the rail first. I wonder if she played into the rail first to make it and kind of move it over, or if she just kind of missed it to the side. What do you think on that one?
She wasn't missing it. I guess she, on purpose, she was hoping that she can hold the 1-ball better, but I guess without this rail first, it would have turned out way better, because she could have the 1-ball maybe in to the neighbor corner pocket instead of holding it for the same pocket.
Well,
so
she held the cue ball, and now she's looking for a safety. Early 10 balls do not count in this tournament. It's WPA rules. 10 ball has to be the last ball to go in to win the game. If she does happen to make it and call it, it just plays as a regular object ball. She'll continue to shoot, but the 10 ball will be spotted.
okay, it looks like she's aiming to go into the 2, so it's a kiss shot off the 2-ball into the corner. She's trying to.
Good close-up of that micarta ferrule that she uses.
Pretty much, I could predict that this is not gonna work, because there was first quite some gap. Second, she was using low on the cue ball, which creates high on the 1-ball. So I wonder about that a little.
And when Ralph tells you the effect of this cue ball in English, keep in mind he's written several books regarding billiards.
10 seconds.
Thank you for mentioning that.
Oh, Kelly.
Man. Oh, that hurts.
That got away with it. And I'm surprised that she followed. I guess she mishit it because she was following to catch the bottom rail, and the ball was missed to the left, to the right of the pocket, and the cue ball stayed right down the rail.
Sure. That hurts.
Well,
Ball in hand to your opponent in a semi-final. And she wants that T title so bad. And I bet Chieh-Yu Chou is having the same affair here.
the good thing about making a mistake right now is that it's very early in the match. It's a good-sized race, a race to 9. But every mistake can play costly in your mind.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm sure she is going to keep control over that game here and taking the lead. But we will see. We never know till the end, right?
This is looking pretty good for Chou. Just make sure she doesn't get behind the 10 ball here. She comes back very nice. Did she come back too far? Yeah, just a little steeper cut, and she'll just go back and forth with the cue ball.
Yeah, that's not exactly what she wanted, but I'm very confident that she takes care of that.
Yes, not what she wanted, but that's what she has to work with.
Yeah, such a clean stroke so far. So good of
10 seconds.
technical, and yeah.
No extension.
Extension, okay.
She said no extension.
No extension.
She already used it, I guess.
Oh.
Because I heard the reply from John Lehman.
John Lehman replied, "Oh,
Yeah, no
there's no
extension.
extension available." And look, she's still doing it.
Yeah,
very
she
good.
just bent down and took one stroke and just fired it in. Oh, beautifully played. Beautifully played.
And here comes the 10 ball for taking back the lead here. 2-1 in a race to 9 for Chieh-Yu. We will stay tuned. We will be back after the short break.
Chieh-Yu führt mit 2:1.
And we are back to the semifinal match in this Predator World 10-Ball Championship.
And we got Chieh-Yu to break now. And she's still staying on this near the center spot. More offensive kind of break. Not successful last time and not successful this time.
But the good thing about this one is she doesn't have control of the table anymore, but there's no open shot. So she'll go to a push, and we'll see where Kelly decides to push.
Push out is an option only. You have only once after the break, the incoming player or the player after the break. If he don't has a direct shot on the one ball, he got the option to push or roll the cue ball anywhere on the table, and then the next player has the option to take care by himself or give it back to the player who pushed that cue ball like Kelly did over there. And now it's Chieh-Yu's option to play it on her own or give it back, but pretty sure she's going for it. Not in an offensive way, but I guess she got something in mind how to play safety here. Maybe sending the one ball up the table or the cue ball. Usually they try to separate those balls or find a spot behind some other ball.
Just like that. Using the 5-6 to cover the ball. Will she go to a jump shot? It's a double jump.
No.
It's not going to work.
I guess that's a kick shot here.
It's a kick shot
for the long rail. Maybe she's even calling something. Maybe the 4 with some carom or the one ball itself and the other.
She could be calling the 4 ball, and if she can get in it like that, right there.
Did she call it or did she call the 1?
Well,
Or she called it.
no, she did
she
not
didn't
call it.
call it.
Just as she stroked the ball, I thought that if she could get in there, she could
You
make
see,
the
the
four.
one ball was also close. She might have
Mhm.
called that. That's hard to say. If also for a player, it's hard to choose. Should I
Mhm.
call this ball or that ball, right? In 9-ball, you don't have to call that. You
It's
can go for
two-way
any
shot.
ball, right?
Exactly, two-way shots.
But here you have to make some certain decisions sometimes. That's a big difference, actually, to
Mhm.
9-ball. And so it's not only one ball more, it's completely different strategy here.
Exactly.
Attention, please.
Or let's say not strategy, but thinking. Because you have to
Thinking?
make decisions, certain decisions.
Well, anytime there's thinking involved, it's strategy.
Okay.
Well,
it's
that's going to
coming.
be costly. I was surprised that she kicked that ball.
Well, there was not much to hide for
Yeah,
the
no.
cue ball, but
Right.
not many other options she had. So it was a little bit hit and hope there.
Mhm. Well, she's left the cue ball close to the rail. The side pocket can play big if she's trying to get on the 2 ball by going across. She's going to have to go higher. There, nicely done. And she's going to get a favorable bump. Look at this.
Well,
Nice
that's a
position.
good roll here for Chieh-Yu on the one side, and also very accurate, a good hit, a good putt on the 1 ball.
Stay with her as this develops.
A little wrong angle, but not that wrong. She can still work it, but the cue ball goes a little bit to the left, so it makes the further she goes, the longer the shot on the 5 is getting.
And for those of you at home, the shot clock is right on the right hand of your screen, right lower corner.
Not right now, but when it's getting
Just
tight.
went away. At 10 seconds, it changes color. It's green and then
Here it is.
yellow and then red.
So you missed that shot clock action only the first 10 seconds. The last 20 seconds you get it on the screen. And believe me, there's not much happen in the first 10 seconds.
Oh, and not with some players. Some players I've already shot by then.
Okay, pretty close to the rail. Not much to do with the cue ball, but follow. And choosing the right kind of power. She was doing good. Very good. Is it again close to the rail? Good enough here.
Well, the angle is nice because it looks like the cue ball can go right between the 8 and 9 and push the 9 ball.
You think she's going into them?
I
If the 8 ball is not passing the 9, yes. If, then maybe
then she
no.
draws it. Yeah, I'm not sure if it passes or not. No, she went around it because whoa.
It passes then.
It must pass.
It must pass.
My first glance, I didn't think it did. That's why I thought she would go into it. And it would spread, and I said, it doesn't pass. It doesn't look like it does.
It passes.
Oh, okay.
It must. I mean, if it not passes, then I tell you what, she didn't have a look at it.
Yeah,
A closer look.
I
Right?
think if it passes, she would have shot it by now. I think she's going to put her right on top of the 9 ball.
Yeah, look at this. That is a big mistake, right?
Mhm.
Not to check that earlier.
Well, we'll see if it passes. No?
No, not today.
Yeah. I didn't think it passed. So that's why I suggested opening them up.
Yeah,
And the angle coming from the 7 would split them.
Yeah, you
Send-
saw that pretty good. But
Yeah.
I'm surprised that she didn't check it earlier. I mean, maybe she was surprised about it by
Mhm.
herself.
Well, sometimes, you do check it, and it looks like it goes. And then when you take a closer look, surprise, surprise.
So good for Kelly in this case, right? She can.
Very good for Kelly.
That's a big difference. Instead of going 3-1 ahead for Chieh-Yu, it's now
Oh.
Kelly. Oh, creating a very long 10 ball. That's not a gimme.
You know, this 10 ball is, at this level, it's a very, very high makeable shot. But what plays in your mind is, how did I draw that ball so much?
Because of my unbelievable quality of draw shots. Okay, it's 2-2. Race to 9.
And we are tied at 2, and we'll watch John Lehman with the rack and a good view of the arena, of the people in attendance here in Klagenfurt.
Yes, and we can go through our sponsors list again. I mean, what a great sponsor, Predator Group, right? Not
Wow.
only setting up the event, but also recently creating this complete product line. They need to run a tournament, right? With the lights, the balls, the table, and everything. They just started with the cues, right?
Mhm.
The famous cue makers. And if you are going for one of those materials, the rack, the balls, the table, all the money they do there is going back,
It goes right back.
reinvested into the prize funds from tournaments they set up here. So it's more like a players company.
Very, very good point, Ralph. This Predator Pro Billiard Series that has events in the United States, in Europe. They're going to have one in Puerto Rico. So it's growing very, very big.
Puerto Rico, I mean, that's a nice spot to have a tournament, isn't
Mhm.
it?
Mhm.
Right in the Caribbean.
And this gentleman here, John Lehman, gets to go to all these tournaments and be your head referee and tournament director.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
You're so jealous. You want to do this? You want to do all that traveling, huh? I just feel fortunate that they asked me to come to Klagenfurt,
All right.
all the way from the United States. Wow.
Okay, 2-2.
Kelly to break the balls here. Tied at 2. Breaking from the side, playing the 1 in the corner in the side pocket. And it gets kicked up, but in goes the 5 on
And
the side.
here is the shot on the
Now,
1.
this is what I said at the beginning of if they start breaking and making balls and they get good spreads, this is a rack that she should consider making sure she stays in line and following that road map, because it's a very nice one.
Yeah, if you have racks like that, then we don't see so many fights for the first shot, right?
Mhm.
Those safeties, re-safeties, these battles which are interesting on their own, but they don't happen all the time, right?
Right. No, this doesn't happen very often. It just seems like it just broke wide open. And that's the one thing she did not want to do, is hit that ball. She still has a shot, but had it gone by the 6, she would have had a very easy shot in the side. And then from there, it played real well.
So let's see if she can. That's almost a key shot here.
This is the key shot for the rack. Now this is a little bit of a tester because she's going to have to use high English to come down for the 4. She only has one pocket to play it, in the right-hand corner pocket on the bottom. Well, on your screen now it's the left-hand lower pocket.
Oh, she's going to draw
Oh,
it
she's going to okay.
between, on the long rail, and then back between the window of 6 and 9, huh? Isn't it? Here it is.
Great job.
Okay, that's more of a natural roll here. It depends on the speed, which pocket she's going for. Obviously, the opposite corner.
And tied at 2, she wants to make sure she executes here because she decided to go for the run, and now there's no turning back.
Here it is.
Nice position. This is set up real nice now. €148,000 is the prize money in this tournament, coming from that monies you spoke of,
Mm-hmm.
from product, from Predator Group, from other sponsors.
Absolutely. So now you know what kind of products you might buy, or
Mm-hmm.
you give an extra thought to. And let's see if she can keep her roadmap till the
10
end.
seconds.
I guess enough room to go with a lot of right side spin over there to the 9, that she get an angle to go directly for a 10 rather than going all around the table for position. Yeah, that's the angle she need. A little bit more, a little bit more. But okay. Again with lots of inside spin and follow, she can get the position on the 10. Oh, not so good, not so good. Difficult shot, difficult shot. But she's a fighter.
The thing about the inside spin is that this newer cloth
It doesn't take
doesn't
so
grab
much.
it as much.
Yeah.
So had she got less angle, she could have run the cue ball around the table for her position.
Okay. Concentration, focus, and missed it. Missed it. A little bit too thick. So here you see things like that can always suddenly happen, even though it looks so easy when they just make the ball, right? But that's the level of concentration you have to hold on through the whole match, through a whole rack to keep your roadmap. It's unbelievable. But she missed it in a good way, right?
It was well missed, but that miss came from the bad angle on the 9 ball.
Yeah, that's right.
A little less angle, she could have run around safely, and then she got that kind of awkward angle and tried to follow with inside spin, and it didn't take. Well, she went for it. It's going to hang up in the corner pocket, and Kelly's still going to win her game. But she started out with a run.
Well, sometimes you need a little fortune, right? I mean, you won't win any championship with bad luck.
No. But a good roll here and there. And the roll that she got was when she missed the 10, it doubled out of the pocket and came over towards the middle of the table, leaving a long bank shot. Or a very difficult save.
You mean she should have gone for safety maybe on a
No,
10?
I think the way it laid, I liked going for the bank because it was hard. It was harder to play safe than to make that bank.
We can continue in our sponsor group. I mentioned Predator, pretty good. So how about Kamui brand, my personal choice also for chalks and tips, leather tips. Alpha Coin cryptocurrency, Rams of Puerto Rico, Ocean Billiard Academy services. And Richtwert Services, Stadtwerke, Klagenfurt AG, Financial, and we continue later on because we need so many helpers to make events like that happening. And let's watch. She's staying at her breaking spot, even though it wasn't successful the last 2 times.
Well,
Creating more power, accuracy, and the 9 ball is
going by the pocket, not in it.
You told it.
I answered your question. You said, and the 9 ball is, and I said, going by the pocket. Well, Kelly looking for a place to park the cue ball. I like just thinning it on the tops on the right side of it and taking the cue ball around to try to get behind the 7 because the 1 ball is going to stay there with the 3.
Well, I guess that's the first thought, but if you miss hiding the cue ball down there, you might leave your opponent a shot, right? So she's going, oh, this was possible.
Oh, she got behind the 7.
Yeah.
Either way.
It's hard to tell if this shot is possible if you avoid the double kiss, because you have to hit pretty full, the 1 ball.
Yeah, that was a very sneaky shot.
So you have to be in front of, in the position of Kelly to judge that shot, right? And she did good. Maybe she can see an edge, the right edge of the 1 ball, but I doubt it's enough. Okay, she has to kick at it. Two-rail kick it was, and let's see.
Oh, did that open up?
Is there a window? Is there a window? I don't know if she can catch the left edge of the one ball to play it into the side.
A good replay of how that was played, and it looks like there is a window if she plays it to the corner.
10
If the
seconds.
corner is available.
Yeah, does it go by the 3 is the question. No, it doesn't. Now from this angle, it doesn't look like it. Well, let's see what she can do.
Yeah. I thought about that shot too, but the danger of scratching is pretty high. So, ooh.
She showed how close that came too. Anytime
She knows exactly, obviously, where the cue ball goes.
a good close-up
Yeah.
of how close that was to giving up ball in hand. Fantastic shot by Kelly there.
10 seconds.
That's living dangerous.
Attention, please.
Okay, extension. She was in 8 seconds already. Now she get an extra 30 seconds to get comfortable for this kick shot.
She's going to go 2 rails into it. Didn't leave a shot, but she's left a pretty good safety.
A safety? She didn't left a shot, but she left a safety opportunity, right?
Yes.
For Kelly. That's
So
what you mean.
She'll follow the ball right behind the 7, the cue ball, right there.
And
that's what I
freeze
meant.
it.
Yep.
Freeze it to the 7. That's very important to get
Mhm.
as close as possible to those blocking balls, because then you limit options for your opponent to kick at the ball.
And a lot of these younger players don't kick as well as they jump. They depend on the jump cue quite a bit.
Really? They do that also now?
The jump
Too
cue?
bad. Too bad.
Well, players of our era, Ralph, they just we used to jump with full cues.
Yeah, that's right. I was even one of the first who did that in
Mhm.
Germany, and nowadays I can't do it anymore with a full cue.
Oh, I can tell you stories of how we used to practice with a full cue, jumping the ball, following, jump with a follow, and jump with a draw.
That's right.
Yeah.
I have it in my first book.
Oh, do
even
you?
though, yes, and now I wouldn't be able to show it anymore
Mm-hmm.
because I got so used to those jump cues.
Yeah, now with the equipment that, Predator has the Air Rush, that's just a fantastic jump cue. And with that equipment, it just makes it pretty easy to not only jump, but control the cue ball.
And it's also nowadays with a full cue, with the low deflection shafts, it's way harder to jump with a full cue.
Yes,
if
yes,
it's
it
not
is.
impossible,
It is.
even, right?
Yeah, you need a little bend in your cue to be able to jump,
Okay.
which is strange. But back to the match here, and a shot here on the 2.
Cue ball follows a little.
Yeah,
For
she's going to
bank
go for the
shot.
bank. She's going to play wide open.
Wow. She's
Trouble is, the cue ball's going to. She's going to have to miss the 7 coming off, or she's going to use the 7 to stop it, and have the 4 instead of trying to go around.
yeah, she can. The 9 ball is available for the 4 ball. You know, she can play the 4 ball into the 9 or in
Mhm.
the side pocket now. But I guess she's going. I don't want to do a prediction here. It's pretty
Well,
hard.
right here, she's got an angle on the ball, so she's going to have to bump into the 4 ball, because I
Into
doubt-
the 5.
into the 5 ball. I doubt that she elevates to shoot this. It'd be too much
Oh.
margin for error,
Oh, okay.
unless she plays the 9. No, she played the 4 ball to the side.
Yeah, that
And
was
where did the
shoes.
5 go?
It disappeared.
It disappeared. Probably went. Oh, it's going to go to a. Well, no, it got up too high. Is it bank shot number 2, or will she play safe behind the 6-8?
A little bit. Oh,
Oh, did it leak? Well, she left an easy kick.
an easy. Okay, easy kick. Yeah.
Easy
I
kick,
was-
yes.
I was an easy cut. I was
No,
thinking first.
That is not an easy
Oh,
cut.
well, very easy cut. Come on. Yeah, she got a cut shot here, but it's certainly not easy. Let's see. Or is she going for safety as well. Yeah, it's too tough of a cut shot.
Oh, that little nibble on that corner helped her. And she has successfully stayed behind the 7 and brought the 5 ball down and brought the 8 and 6 into play to make it a hard ball to hit.
10 seconds.
And you can hear John in the background saying 10 seconds. Oh, just around it and missed it so close.
What a close miss of a 3-rail kick here.
Well, opportunity for Chou to tie this up. And I thought we were going to have this nip and tuck battle, and nip and tuck it is.
You just saw it in the repeating
replay?
here, in the replay that how close it was.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes winning and losing is just a fraction of an inch, right?
Well, in this game, it can be just a very small fraction, as you just saw.
Yeah. I could say a millimeter, but
I understand millimeters because it has to do with tips and ferrules and cue sticks.
okay.
Otherwise, we use inches in the United States. And I actually like millimeters. It's more universal.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I pay my compliments to the Europeans.
And then the next thing we talk about is Fahrenheit and Celsius, okay?
That I don't pay much attention to.
All right, we don't need it so much here
No.
in our world of billiards. And let's see, Chieh-Yu Chou is certainly collecting this game on her board, and then the score would be... Oh!
I don't like the way she played that. With the draw on new cloth.
Did I
It
say
takes too
anything
well.
wrong? Did she hear me that it was too easy or so? Oh man. Well, I should say, oh woman.
If you just roll that ball, you have natural position.
Yeah. Okay, she's giving...
Now she has to play a safety.
Well, Kelly will be happy just to get another shot at it.
Well,
right?
she has her choice to try to play safe here or bank it. The bank is a much easier shot than the safety, but it's still a very low percentage shot.
Very low? How low?
Well, I would say as the bank shots go, it's probably make that maybe 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. Should be a little higher, but it's
Okay,
all the
let's
way
do it.
around. Oh,
Oh, no, not this time. I was about to say, let's do it at least 1 out of 1.
1 out of 1.
Take
that's what
this
Kelly
one
wanted, yeah.
opportunity. But it's here, Chieh-Yu Chou.
And it was Chou that made the mistake, but she still gathered the game, as you said,
All right,
to
clever.
tie it up.
3-3.
It's a 3-on-3 so far. Congrats to women here, and the question to you is
And we are back to this beautiful setting here in Klagenfurt, Austria, in Corinthia.
And we are missing the players.
And John
That is-
Lehman is pointing to the players' corners. And there's no players in the corners.
They disappeared.
So we'll have a look at the crowd and look at the nice LED arena where it can change, and you'll see our sponsors come aboard there. And here is the quarterfinals bracket. Kelly Fisher over Centeno, the Filipino, young Filipino player, 9-6. And Chou over Yumi Lim, 9-3, to get to the semifinals. And since we don't have players yet, let's just go through Chou's.
I can continue my sponsors list.
Okay,
Right?
you can do that.
I was stopping at Stadtwerke Klagenfurt AG Financial, Raiffeisenbank Kärnten, Kärnten Sport Financial, Hertha Bier, oh, that's a good one. Landeshauptstadt Klagenfurt am Wörthersee, Tourismusregion Klagenfurt am Wörthersee, Kronenzeitung, Print Media Partner, January Versicherungs AG, which is insurances, Sportpark Klagenfurt, Dobesch Show Technic, and here is Kelly Fisher for the break from the side.
Alternate break format. That means she will be breaking whenever the total of this number of games is even. At 3-3, since she won the leg, she will be breaking. Anytime it's odd, what a nice break. Except for the 5-ball causing problems at the very last moment. She had a nice opening to shoot the 1-ball, which is going to get bumped and stopped. And then the 5-ball gets to where she has to elevate.
Yeah, she needs to elevate the cue a little bit, makes it way more tough to shoot that 1-ball into the side or the corner. She's checking the side right now. I doubt it a little bit. And yeah, here you see the situation.
And you see John Lehman in perfect position to see if she touches the 5 with the cue. It is all ball fouls.
No touch at all.
Any kind of contact on any of the balls is a foul. A good view of Kelly's Predator cue.
She's on 15 seconds now. 14, 13, you see it. Look at that. And look at this. Look at this.
Look at this 2-ball. Wow, what a very nice shot to get up behind the 2. And being over a ball and still getting that kind of action on the cue ball.
I'm impressed.
Yes, that was very, very well done.
Impressed.
Hard to do.
Okay, she needs to elevate to create a little curve to get on that 1-ball. Avoid the foul, and get a resave. So, worked out. So the safety battle is going on. How long does it take? Will
Well,
there be a sudden mistake, or does it take a little?
Well, this is going to take a good shot because she's kicking the 1-ball to an open position, so the speed is very important.
Stay down there. If it comes out, it offers a shot. Ah,
That was a good shot. She calculated the speed pretty good. Now will Chou go to the left side of the 1 and bring the cue ball down, or the right side? And use the 2-ball for cover. She didn't get cover on the 2, but the 8-ball partially blocks the 1. And maybe the 2-ball blocks. No, it doesn't.
he's checking if it's frozen or not, which is only interesting when you see. Which is, yeah. For some certain reasons, it's very important to check that. Oh, that was a good shot.
Oh, that
Very
was a
good.
beautiful shot. And when we started this match, it was mentioned that Kelly likes to play shots like this and really limit the opponent to what they can do. But Chou has not will to get a rail.
Is there a rail? Is there a
No,
rail?
no rail.
rail.
Ball in hand. There must be a rail contacted after you hit the object ball, or after there is contact with an object ball.
Also a big difference to snooker,
Mm-hmm.
where you just can push.
You can just push the ball real softly
Yeah.
and it's okay. Well, there's a 3-foul rule, so if 3 consecutive fouls by the same player constitutes a loss. So if Chou fouls again here, she'll be on 2 fouls, and if Kelly is able to foul her a 3rd time, she'll win the game.
Mm-hmm.
And this is gonna have to be a 3-rail kick. Left,
You think
the bottom, the
left
side,
bottom?
and then the long rail,
Mhm.
and possibly even the back one. She's gonna have to hit it with some pace. That's the only way I see to get there.
It's more like a 4-railer. And
Yes.
then if you have
And in fact-
do you have enough speed to hit another rail after you hit the one?
Not only the speed though, but if she plays that, it looks like the 3 ball might be in the way.
But there's a 1-rail kick, isn't it? Just a short.
There is a
just
1-rail
short-
kick.
yeah.
I see it now. I
Here
didn't
she
see it at
goes.
first.
No, 2, 1, 2.
Foul.
She was going for 3, but a
Mhm.
different rail.
Different route, yes. Well, she is on 2, so Kelly can pocket the 1, maybe even pocket the 2, and then play safe again if she chooses on the 4.
Mm. Even with ball in hand, it's hard to play
Yes,
safety
right,
with the one with this lonely 1 ball there,
Yes.
right? Surrounded by nothing, so you have to take care of that. Play the 2 and 3, and on the 3 or 4 probably you got another opportunity to play a safety, because which is
Mhm.
interesting because she is already on 2 fouls,
Right.
right? That's temptive to go for another safety rather than play offensive.
And this plays very well, in my opinion, Ralph. He makes his 2 ball, makes the 3 and comes up to where the cue ball is now with that angle, and she can hit the 4 and stop the cue ball tight behind the 9 and send the 4 3 or 4 rails away from it. Make it hard to hit.
She's thinking about it.
Well, she got a little angle that she doesn't want to have. Will she come down and get behind the 4 and put the cue ball behind the 9? Let's see if she goes for the 3 foul or the run out. Well,
Missed
it's going to
it.
be neither. Well,
I guess this one was not a safety attempt, was it?
no, I don't think. Well, could have been.
Could
not
have
sure.
been, could have been.
I like the other way, though, because she's guaranteed a safety if she gets good on the 4. No, I think she was, I guess maybe it was. She was trying to get it there.
10 seconds.
And where the cue,
Whoa.
there's the jump cue comes into play.
Wow.
Beautiful shot.
She was on 2 fouls. I mean, that's a hell of a shot, having 2
Mhm.
fouls already.
Had she clipped the 4 ball, it would have lost the game.
Yep, that's right.
And now will she play the safety?
If she can hit it solid enough? No.
Oh,
Like this? I don't see a safety here.
well, I was thinking she could stop the cue ball right behind the 9 and send the 4 ball 3 rails. She had a good angle, it looked like to me.
Well,
But there, no, she doesn't. She does not have the angle for that. I was mistaken. I can see why I amaze you sometimes, Ralph, with my crazy calls.
you're doing good. So,
10 seconds.
attacking this, or
I think she should attack here.
normally you can hide the cue ball pretty good behind the 9 if the 10 ball is not in the way.
Well, that's yeah.
So that's the 10 ball is blocking 2 safety options here, and nevertheless to do it is pretty difficult. You just saw it. She's
Mhm.
taking a certain look to go for an offensive shot on that 4 ball probably.
Let's see what she decided.
Oh, that was them.
It looked like she would hit the 10 ball thicker than that, so she wouldn't
Mm.
scratch.
Mhm. Well,
Yeah, it
with
looks
less
like it should have hit
speed-
thicker.
With less speed, you're gonna hit it thicker.
Okay.
You know?
And tied at 3. This could have been, and probably was, a very deadly mistake for this game.
Yeah, it could be
Costly.
very costly, but she's a fighter. You know, she
Mhm.
will fight till the end, that's for sure. And even though Chieh-Yu is still hungry, of course, for her first world title, she's just 2 matches away. Even though she takes probably good care of those 3 remaining balls. It's just a 4-3 lead, so
Mm-hmm.
the party is not over yet. Race to 9.
There is time. And we started out with Fisher winning the first game, Chou with the next 2, but then Fisher wins the next 2, and then Chou has won 2 more in a row, so it's 4-3.
Oh, nice, you keep score again. Yeah, that's good, I like that. So, first game for Fisher, the 4th and the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Here you saw Kelly Fisher using ice on her
On her hand,
hand, yeah. Not now anymore.
on her cue hand. I like the way they have the pictures of the players on the arena lights.
Yeah, you see it here on the arena lights, and the name on the left in their corner also, Fisher corner.
And
Here you see the pain she got on her back arm,
good time to see it.
and using ice.
And there's
you
Mark
see.
White and Kristina Zalteva. Sorry, from Bulgaria.
Okay. Mark White was taking care to get enough ice for Kelly Fisher, so she can reduce the pain a little bit. And here she changed her break from center to the side.
And there you see her using the BK Rush
And
break cue.
And now she was able to get the 1 ball in the side. And got a shot on the 2. That's dangerous now. Because before, with her break from the center, she didn't have any success. And now it's frightening. Now she has also found a break.
And breaking from the side, she is now, not all the balls are on the same side, and they're pretty open.
In
Usually
this
there's
case
a little
they
bit of
are.
cluster.
In this
But
case,
in this case, they are. Yeah. It doesn't appear that she's going for it. She's playing safe.
Yeah, why? I don't understand. Why not going offensive here? It wasn't that difficult of a shot, and I'm pretty sure she could have held it for position on 3.
Well, Kelly doesn't mind. A little masse, and she can get a kick shot out of this, or she can kick by the 9 towards the 2.
No, she goes
No, she doesn't even need a
directly,
masse. I guess she can see the
Yeah, just a
close
kick.
enough, yeah.
Kick and stick, they say, right? To
It's too
keep-
close to stick. Yeah, it was too
Oh,
close to
yeah.
stick. But it looks like it might. Well, she's left a long shot. 7 feet of distance.
way more difficult than the shot Chieh-Yu had
Yes.
before.
She might have partial coverage, but she can see the right side of the ball. I don't think she was going for that because there
no.
was a scratch.
Yeah, no.
I think she
wasn't
cut it
going.
thin.
That's exactly what she wanted to get, maybe a little bit closer behind some other ball, but she's okay with this result. Now Kelly needs to go to this upper short rail with lots of left side spin, or
Yes, ma'am.
no,
10
she's doing
seconds.
exactly that. I don't see lots of left side. Here it comes at the last moment, she created it.
And she's...
And
Oh, the 2 ball stops just in time to leave a shot. But position under 3 is not easy.
I'm not sure if she has a shot on the favorite corner here, but on the other one for sure.
10 seconds.
Okay, she got a shot. Oh. Okay.
Difficult. Now she's over a ball. And I don't think, well,
Not too difficult, not too difficult.
I didn't think the 10 ball, the 3 ball would go by the 10, but it does.
Oh, nice close up here.
Mm-hmm. Of the 5 Predator arena lights, reflecting off the Predator balls.
And when you see that she's using a pretty old shaft here, so
Mm-hmm.
with all those dents and history in it, you know she has spent a lot of time on a practice table, which is absolutely necessary to gain that kind of play here. Ah, she missed that. I didn't expect her to miss that, actually, really. And Kelly rolled that ball in. Kelly rolled that ball in and got position on the 4. 5 nearby, 6 nearby, looks pretty good. Even though I'm not sure, she's probably letting it roll and going for the 6 in the same side pocket. Unless she goes super soft on that. No, she let it roll to go for the same pocket, which is nice. Wrong angle here, so she might go all the way up and down, or going on the short side of the 6, of the 8. Oh, she hold it like that and is going for more kind of a cut shot on the 8.
Yeah, at first it didn't look like she'd be able to hold it.
Well,
But she did.
Didn't that? Yeah.
Oh, nice hit.
Nice hit. She got confidence. I don't care if it's a thin cut. Come on, I can still.
Isn't that a pretty shot? Look how pretty that ball is hit.
Yeah. This is not easy now because she has a little bit elevated cue, doesn't she?
Oh, she can go by it, but it's a longer bridge.
Yeah.
She hit that ball with confidence.
And got again close to the rail. You shouldn't underrate that. It's a little bit more difficult than being away from the rail, but anyhow, it's Kelly Fisher here. She's doing the job for 4 race to 9. So from our race to 9, it's only a race to 5 left, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, if you've just joined us, this is a semi-final match. We are now tied at 4 in a race to 9, WPA rules. Alternate break format. The score is tied, so Fisher will be breaking. She won the lag. A good look at the young lady from Taipei.
I still wonder why she's not going for the 2-ball right in the beginning.
I think it had to do with the fact that the cue ball would stay on the right side of the table, and there was a lot of traffic coming down for position on the 3.
She would have needed a little bit of left side. Oh, on the top right, you see Jorgen Sandman. He was basically the first WPA president.
Oh, okay.
He founded it, basically.
We have some pool royalty in the house here and there, but they're all sitting in the stands. Look at how all the balls breaking from that side ended up on the right side of the table, congested on the right side of the table.
Which is often the case when you're doing that, and results in a lot of in a little safety battle right in the beginning, which can go back and forth quite some time. So this is a more defensive break if you're choosing this, while the other one in the center is a more offensive break. And using this or that, it goes a little back and forth in the minds of the players. If you do hand racking, right? So it depends how the results are on the different tables and the different circumstances. But normally with the tap table or magic rack, you prefer to go from the center.
Well, this is kind of, it goes to the very first rack where they went almost 5 innings just playing safe until someone got an open shot. And that's what racks like this will cause.
Yes.
More of a tactical battle early in the rack until someone gets position.
Yeah. Costs a lot of energy to go through battles like that. She got a shot. Cue ball might still catch the edge of the side pocket. Maybe a little danger to scratch here, but from this point of view, it looks like cue ball is safe going to the edge.
10 seconds.
Oh, she's going to draw it.
Then she's not going to.
Well, she's going to try to stop it right by the 8 and play the one ball up into the balls.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly. So that's difficult to get a kick at it. Very difficult.
Wow, good safety. 3-rail kick. That's real tight. No, she can't get to it. I was thinking she could go, like if she was banking the cue ball 3 rails to the side pocket and maybe hit the 1, but it's too tight out of the corner. The pocket's in the way.
Time limit here. So she still has a natural angle going the upper long rail, but only a half ball of the 1 ball is available.
I kind of think she has to take that and take the chance of making the ball.
She's looking at pushing the 8 ball towards the 4 and creating a problem.
Well,
but I tell you what, she's
going to be in a problem right here because she might be on a foul here real quick.
I would have gone for this half ball kick.
I would the one rail kick.
Yeah,
the other
because
half ball
if I hit it
agree.
right, in case I hit it right, I have a good chance for re-safety.
And not only a re-safe, you had a chance to make it.
10 seconds.
Not to make it, no. I mean now.
Well, the getting behind the 9-10 really helped that because she could have jumped over it kind of easy, but she's called the opposite corner, I think, and she's kicking at it. Nice hit.
Staying in front of the pocket is not so comfortable for Kelly, but for Chieh-Yu might appreciate it, right?
Well, they're tied at 4, excuse me. Nice and soft.
2 ball is free to go in the other corner. 3 ball is free, and then comes the first task with the 4 ball. Right? Even with ball in hand, it's hard to find a position.
If she can put the cue ball where she just aimed or where she just measured, she can roll to the rail and play the 4 ball in the opposite corner. And she's gotten where she has to go into the 4.
Yeah, she has. I guess she has to go into it, doesn't she?
That's the difficulty of playing position for side pockets in rotation. If you don't get the perfect angle sometimes, you have to run the cue ball in different directions to get where you want to go. And she's done a very nice job here. If she has room, she'll pocket the ball. If not, she'll play safe.
Yeah, I guess it's a real safety here. I mean, the corner pocket is not available, is it? Maybe the side. She can make a 2-way shot, even though calling the side, but having the safety for sure.
She could have also tried to play it in the side.
Yeah.
But it was a tough, tough shot. These pockets are very small in the side, especially from that angle. So she did very well. And Kelly's in a little bit of trouble here.
Okay, creates curve, maximum spin. Couldn't get it. I don't know if she could have made more curve, more spin. We don't know.
Yeah.
A little bit, not much. Not much more was needed, but with one in hand, now she's in a pretty secure spot. Chieh-Yu taking back the lead, maybe with those remaining 6 balls wide open. Let's watch them a little bit in silence.
Good job of staying in line here.
Well, a little bit further than she was. She might have liked it, but looks still good.
She wants a little more angle than this. This is not the angle she wants. She wanted to be able to hit the head rail with the cue ball to come down for the 9. And now, it looks pretty straight. Can she come across is the question.
Enough angle to go for
Enough?
2 or 3 rails, or even 1. with a pretty good stun shot here.
Very nice stun shot. It looked pretty flat.
Alright, here we go with this 10 ball.
And starting the second half of this match.
5-4 is the lead, raise to 9. And we will be back with the action. Don't go anywhere. And here we are back at the arena, and as you see, here you see a view over the whole arena, and here in the middle you see some of the players coming in for tomorrow's team championship. Tomorrow we're gonna create also a world team champion, and it was Team Great Britain here, and Jason Shaw was posing for some
pictures?
fans for pictures.
Well, Team
yes.
Great Britain starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. versus Chinese Taipei, who won this event, the World Team Championships, in 2012.
I still think that Team Great Britain is doing. Yeah, I think they are favorite.
Well, they won in 2010. The event's been held 3 times before, and 2 of the 3 times the Philippines were runner-up, and they will be meeting Germany at noon tomorrow, and Great Britain will meet Chinese Taipei at 9 a.m.
Okay.
So we have
They
2
play-
previous
they play-
winners.
They play Germany, Team
Yes.
Philippines. I'm gonna tell them it's 1 o'clock. They might be late tomorrow. Okay. All right, the players are back, and it's Chieh-Yu from Taipei, Taiwan, breaking the next rack, and she's leading 5-4.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've had an exciting week of pool here in Klagenfurt, watching the ladies play in the World Team Championships, and these 2 have made the Final 4 and now are in the semifinal.
No 1 ball this time, but
Ooh.
another one in the side pocket. You got a shot at the 1. I'm not sure if she's going for it though.
Nice kick and stick if she decides not to go for it.
Ah,
It lays very nice for that.
yeah, that's right. But normally you do that only if you have to kick it.
I think in this case she might be well. It's a good thing to do it. We'll see what she does. It just lays so natural to me when I look at that. She might decide to go for it too, and she did.
A nice position on a 2 ball using the 6 ball to break down the speed of the cue ball, and now she got the control.
She made that cut look very easy too, didn't she?
Well, that's what you have to do if you don't let it look difficult. It's too stressy. I see a lot of players when they play thin cut shots using too much speed, like playing very hard, which is not necessary in the most cases, and so you lose a lot of control and accuracy when you're shooting too hard. Just decent pocket speed, and it will be way more, how you say, way more smooth. Going
Smoother?
in. Yeah.
Well, this young lady right here is pretty smoother.
You know, sometimes it's hard to choose the right words when you have in your native language you got like 250,000 words you can choose of, and in a learned language you don't have all the words they have. You have only maybe 50,000, right? You can choose out of.
Yes, I'm sure that if we were doing this in German, I could only choose 2 words.
Only 2? Come on.
Guten Morgen and Danke.
That's 3. You're on 3. All right.
9?
2, maybe 3 rails around.
Nice speed here. Is it going to overrun or end up perfect?
Okay.
Ended up perfect.
Stop shot for the 8 on the side, maybe. Not sure. So it looks like a follow. Follow 2 rails. Powerful. Okay.
And with these 2 balls, she would open up a 2-game lead. It is the first time someone has led by 2 games.
That's right. Is it straight to say a 9-ball?
She has an angle to follow if she chooses.
And well,
I see. I thought she could have followed one rail and come straight down the side rail.
I was
She
thinking
chose
about
to spin.
2 and a little bit further, of course. But okay, it's a thin cut. But Kelly missed the same shot.
Exactly.
Before,
I was going to say
right?
one of the players missed this shot earlier and got safe.
She
Chou did
didn't
not.
miss.
Chou did not. And for a 2-game lead for the first time in the match.
Chieh-Yu 6-4. 3 games apart to be in the final of the World's Championship 10-ball.
And in the audience, we can see some players. There's Tyler Steyer, Joey Tate from the USA, Kristina Zalteva from Bulgaria. What other players do we see back there? The young lady right behind Kelly. I don't remember her name, but she plays for one of the... She was in the tournament.
John Leon from New York. Usually running a league at Amsterdam Billiards. 4th Street, 11th Street, 4th Avenue on the corner.
Have you been there?
A lot of times.
Yeah. See, I've never been to New York.
Really?
I live in the U.S. and I've traveled all the southern part of the United States, but in Chicago quite a bit, but not up to.
That's
York.
unbelievable. You have to do that. Okay.
Cue ball. Oh, it got kissed out. It was headed right for the corner
9
pocket.
ball? 4 ball? No. Oh, that's a bad roll here for her, because she left a wide open field.
And a great opportunity for Chou to take control and work on that third game to lead by 3, if possible.
Sometimes it can be. It's such a great game. It can be also such a cruel game, right?
Well, the break in 10 ball is what makes 10 ball a lot harder than its competitor 9 ball.
Well, depends what kind of rule they nowadays choose for the break in 9 ball, right? They operating and experiencing a little bit back and forth about the break in 9 ball.
Well, one of the thing about 9 ball is that they have to use rules, otherwise it can get pretty easy with the break. Who these players have gotten to where the break in 9 ball is kind of predictable, especially if they use the rack, the magic rack, the template rack.
But what if they use the 9 ball on the spot, hand racking? Then it's not so predictable anymore.
Well, yes.
And maybe also the kitchen rule. You can make it horrible for the players.
Well, this young lady here is making this rack look easier, not harder. How smooth she moves the cue ball. I would have liked a little more space from that 9 ball.
Space from... Oh, you
Yeah,
mean
most
she
distance
has to
yes.
go over it with a
Yes,
cue
yes, go
queuing
over it.
over the 9.
I would rather not have to do that.
Wow. She's a professional.
Well, see, I am not. That's why even a professional. Even a professional.
Oh, man. I was so confident. I was just saying she's a professional.
No, especially when, anytime you elevate, anytime,
Wow.
and it can catch you so unaware.
Yeah. I mean, of course, you're so right, but still,
Well,
oh, man.
it wasn't a matter of being right. It was just as you look at the rack and you say, well, I could have come back a little further. I should have come back a little further.
But this is shocking that she couldn't take opportunity. She couldn't take this opportunity. I'm shocked.
And Kelly's shot too was a little surprising that she missed the shot. And she's back at the table after a crucial error.
Wow. Still a thin cut over there on the 5. If she's going for it, yeah. She's trying to figure out where the cue ball is going to, which is always a problem on a thin cut. You're gonna main speed will remain on the cue ball, so it's traveling all around the place. And here it
Oh,
goes.
nicely done. Side pocket.
Side
Careful.
pocket.
Careful. She's
Side
good.
pocket.
She's good.
No, she's good. Is there an angle needed for the 7?
Yes, both balls on the rail. It's going to be hard to get it off the rail.
Oh, here we see it. It's an angle
It's going to be
needed.
hard.
She need to draw it a little bit to get a shot at it. Like that.
Tough 7 ball. Cuts it in. Makes it look easy. Long straight in on the 8. Question is, will she stop it for the 9 or draw it back for the 9 in the side?
I believe that she's going for a stop shot. You never know. It's a personal player's decision. Can we go this way or that way? Main thing is that whatever you choose, make sure you do your job well. It's
Make sure
gonna
you
work.
commit and execute. A little lackadaisical there. She could have come all the way down for the rail. This is a little bit harder than it should have had to be.
I don't worry much here, but
I don't worry much.
she surprised me one time before already, right? Alright, nevertheless, she got a 3-game lead now, 7-4. That's pretty huge in alternate break format.
Well, Kelly Fisher has her work cut out to try to catch that 3-game lead.
Now she needs quite a few rolls to get back into.
Well, the break hasn't favored either player. So we'll see what happens on this next break. The thing about it is Chou will be breaking and leading by 3 games. That in itself, if the break was an advantage, would be an advantage for Chou, but the break has not, doesn't seem it's been an advantage for either player. A lot of clicks and clangs, but no thuds where the balls go in the pocket. And no offensive shot on the 1 ball.
And on the 2 ball either.
Yeah, and the 2 balls tied up.
So this might... That will be pretty hard safety battle in the beginning here.
Oh boy. Oh, she got there. I thought that 1 ball was going to double in the pocket.
No. 2-rail kick and stick maybe? Or, yeah. 2-rail kick, stick, and sending the one ball over to the other end of the table near the two ball, which is interesting. So when they operate now with those balls, they might open also this two ball cluster.
Would you go to open him up, or would you cut it on the right side and send the cue ball 2 rails towards the 9?
Hard question. No, not sure.
Yeah, it looks.
She's checking.
Oh, she's
also
checking to
the-
see if it
yeah,
goes.
there's- But I'm doubtful for this combination because she's going to hit after hitting the one ball. She hits this combination on the left side, so this throws the two ball into the short rail. So maybe she can wobble it in. No, it was clean, wasn't it?
It was clean. It went right clean.
Very clean. The balls are too clean, basically, yeah, for a throw.
You know, and you make a good point there, Ralph, because with this equipment, the cloth is fresh, the cloth is clean, the
Yeah.
balls have been cleaned. They clean them after every match, so you're playing in optimum conditions.
No
So-
throw, not much throw available here. Alright,
Well, she was hoping for a little bit bigger bump on this 3 ball.
but it was a good hit on the one, but wasn't an easy shot. Look at that, going over the 5. It was even super shot. But here we see the close up. So she's not going for it. She's sending it over to the other end of the table. And
Is it going to stop right in the window? Right in the window.
yeah,
2
which
inches
means-
further, 2 inches less. She has a good safety.
That's not a roll I'm talking about. So she is needed.
When you're trailing by 3 games, that's not the kind of roll you need, right?
Yeah.
Look how intense she is here.
She's not giving up for sure.
Oh no. She's so intentional on getting her way, on exerting her force.
When you stand sitting there watching your opponent, then it's just okay. Maybe I didn't play it perfect, but I'm still solid and ready to go. If I can't close the game, let's see if you can close it. And if not, I gonna close it. So
Yeah.
with thoughts like that, sometimes you can relax pretty good in your chair.
There's a nice shot. And good result with the cue ball.
Very good, yeah. So she can roll it in, pocket speed. Get the cue ball again near the rail, but that's so many times the case, you know, it's the biggest speed field you have. If you see it like a slice of a picture, this position field, then on the rail is the biggest position, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you go closer to the ball, there's not so much speed error possible, right? So, and if you see it like a slice of a pizza, I try to avoid the crust.
Okay. I'm trying to avoid the crust.
Who
That's
likes
a
the
good way to
crust?
explain that.
Come on.
Well, she's got a shot here where she can just go back and forth and play position on the 7 ball by leaving the cue ball where the 6 ball is now.
Oh, she's cutting it. She's cutting it, crossing the table 2 times. Here it is.
Beautifully done.
She's staying on her roadmap. And 4 more balls, excuse me, 3 more balls now, and she would be on the hill to jump into the final of the Women's World Championship.
Do you like just following up and coming back towards the 10?
Yeah.
It's nice and straight.
Yeah.
Oh, she's going to play it in the side. Dangerous right there. But successful. And now for a 4-game lead, and she'll be on the hill.
She's on the hill. Chieh-Yu is on the hill over Kelly Fisher, leading 8-4. What a comfortable lead in an alternate break format.
And she is 1 game from stepping into the final match. And she will meet either Jasmine Ocean or Wei Tzu Qin. And this young lady, Kelly Fisher, trails 8-4 in a race to 9. Alternate breaks. She's breaking first, so she must control the next 4 games to tie it up and then get to break for the match if she has to win the next 4 games. Big break here. No turning back.
One
Tries
ball too short. 8 ball goes
There
in.
it is.
She can see the one, but no shot on the one.
Would you even consider, Ralph, banking the one to the corner pocket?
No.
It's going to cost you it'll cost you the tournament if you miss it.
No.
But can you hit the other side of the one to maybe play safe behind the 2?
The one sending to the 2 or
The cue ball behind the 2.
Well,
But she's
if she can hit it on the left side, but doesn't look like. No, she's going on the right side.
well, she's used to 4.
And yeah, disadvantage is it stays in front of the pocket. But yeah, let's see. She needs some fortunate rolls. Maybe a kick and scratch here from.
Well, Kelly needs a fortunate roll, but the kick and stick has worked out for. Oh, it's left a shot if she chooses it. But she can hit the ball and find the safety.
She can hit the ball.
She did not find cover.
10 seconds.
It looks like she has room to just bank it past the 10 and hold the cue ball behind the 10.
Just
Nope.
this classic safety here. Split them apart, offering even only a bank shot if you leave a window, but in this case it's no window, no bank, only a kick.
A tactical battle in this
10
game.
seconds.
Chou can come away with the match. Kelly has to do it 3 more times if she wins this game, just to get even. 4 more times. 5 more times. 4 more times to win the match.
Okay, she can roll that in, and but she has to add a little spice.
A little spice to it.
A little, yeah. Otherwise, naturally, she might run into the 7.
So are you when you say spice, do you mean a little bit of salsa or a little bit of English?
A little bit of spin.
A little bit of
Side
spin.
Of course, she can maybe follow stun on. No,
She went rail first.
She didn't have a direct shot then, huh? Otherwise, she wouldn't do that.
Right. Well, she went rail first. She was trying to make the ball. And has she left a shot? Only the player can tell from this angle. I can't tell if she can make it.
Only with a curve or so. I wouldn't. Otherwise, she wouldn't hesitate that much, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, she would have shot it by now. That's right. As you can see how hurried she did that because her time was running out and she did not want to use her extension. This is a very important game for her. She can win the match in this game.
And here comes... Okay, she's playing safety, keeping the cue ball behind the 7.
Nice hit. This cue ball is coming over. Long shot. Hard to hold position.
Can't be much longer than that.
No. I like trying to hold position with the draw shot going into the 2 ball. It's too hard to try to hold it without hitting the 2 ball. Yep. It was tough. It was a very tough shot. And she was not guaranteed position. Let's see how it ends up. She's leaving Chou. Well, she left it right in front of the pocket.
Passing that 4.
Oh, nicely done. Now she's in control.
She has to go where she's finger pointing at. That's where she likes to hit the rail. And here you see on the left hand, right hand of Kelly Fisher, a little. You can really see it swallowed a little bit.
She's going to get behind the 5. Oh, wow. It is funny how when you really try to get there and there's limited space, how you get behind balls.
Well,
and what looked like...
It was the last opportunity to mess up that game, you know, so she took that opportunity. Sorry about her, but... Kelly need fortunate rolls.
Nice
like that.
hit. What a shot.
Man, she was doing so good here. Look at that. She blocked herself up behind the 5 and kicked it in instead. What a game.
You know what you say to a shot like that?
What do you say?
Wow.
Oh, that's all?
That's it.
You bark a little bit?
You bark a little bit. Oh.
Right at the end, at the last game, possibly, she was pulling out this shot of the match here.
The nerves are racing.
And she did also the ball after this fantastic ball, you know, which is also difficult.
Yes.
A lot of players losing the nerve and,
And especially laid out the way she was. I mean, That was rather nimble to get up on the table like that. And she's still composed. Now I like going with a little bit of inside English and coming down towards the 9. She may be going 2 rails.
No, she goes. What
Oh, she spun it back.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. 2 balls to move into the final match.
Wow. So in the other semi-final match, we got coming up next Jasmine Ushan against.
Chou Chin.
I want you to tell that.
You want me to say that? I believe
No,
she
no.
goes by Wei Wei.
Okay, so Jasmine Ushan against Wei Wei in the next semi-final match, and here wins Chieh-Yu over Kelly Fisher. 9-4, and yeah.
Rita Chou wins the last 5 games in a row to move into the finals to meet Jasmine Ocean or Chou Chin. George Chieh-Yu and Ralph Eckert, thank you for viewing, and here's the final shot. See you at noon.
Stay tuned.